So hello everyone.
Hello,
Welcome to the new day and new vlog. Today we have with us our beloved friend Muntasir. How are you, Muntasir?
I am fine. And how are you?
Superb. And what is the title for today's video?
Our today's topic is about machine learning,
Preparation.
how we are preparing it.
Correct. Because we have machine learning exam tomorrow. You must have seen our blog where we talked about very first lecture of machine learning, and we have been studying machine learning throughout this semester. And how's the experience, Muntasir, regarding preparation if we talk about?
So regarding the preparation, I would say it's quite good. One feedback I have is our class finished quite late, I would say. Just last week
Q&A sessions.
And last week we had a exercise class as well as a Q&A session in 2-3 days ago, and this week we have exam.
Correct.
So I would say this for other subjects that we have did before, we had exam, our class is finished, and after quite some time we had the exam.
Correct.
But since ML has two exam and both are in the same semester, one exam is pretty early if you
Yeah.
are attempting for the first exam.
Correct.
One exam is pretty early just after the classes.
Correct. But I think it's good that we have been discussing our queries in the exercise session. So it's also good for us because once we had this last exercise session, the supervisor there, Mayank, also clarified the doubts, and it was more like a
true.
Q&A session.
So it's more
think
like
so.
if you are attempting for the first class, which we were targeting, so we had to watch the videos or attend the classes instantly and
Yeah.
watch the exercises instantly, and instantly we should understand how it is happening, why it is happening.
Correct.
And then at the end of the exercise, we are discussing, okay, this is how I is solved, or we have these doubts, maybe we can clear things up.
Correct. So if you talk about the insights or our experience regarding preparation, since we are preparing for machine learning, although this is our own personal experience, I would say, because we don't know about it. Like I think
that's
some people have different methods for the preparation, but what we are doing, Muntasir?
So for ML, it's a 8 credit course. So for this, many people say it's quite hard. Many people say it's easy.
It depends.
It depends on them. So what we are preparing is at first we attended the lecture. I
Yeah.
guess you attended the lecture,
Yes.
but I only watched the videos.
Yeah.
And then we attended all the exercises. We tried to solve them on our own. So that was our preparation throughout the semester.
Yeah, and one more point here is that like when we used to attend the exercise sessions, then sometimes we also get a different approach regarding the exercises. So we are referring to those solutions which were discussed during the offline exercise
Offline
sessions,
exercises,
as well as some of the solutions, from
That-
other
that is
material.
given,
that
I believe,
is given.
The exercise solution is already given there,
Yeah.
so we can refer to that. But in sometime in the offline exercise session, the Huey actually suggested some better method, or that the method that's actually more
Yeah,
understandable to
with
us.
more number of steps sometimes, but in a more explanatory manner.
That's
Then I think one can refer that as well. And what we are doing regarding the exam is also referring to the slides, and also one of the point which is regarding script. We have 2023 script, so I think when we started some of the parts, we referred the script for the formulations for the theoretical concepts. But now one point to mention here is that when we are referring to the slide, some of the material maybe might be changed or might be added, because during the lectures as well, professor sometimes modified some of the concepts or modified some of the slides, I would say, like this should be written here, or there are
I guess the professor actually targeted the lectures or slides, and the script is actually a kind of short version of the
Yeah,
key points
yeah.
of the slides.
Yeah.
So but the problem is the script is not totally updated. So it's for us it was last
2023,
year,
yeah.
2023. So we were seeing the scripts, but as well we are also seeing the slides.
And for the slides, I would say, like professor, sometimes in some of the slides there are many I would say good amount of diagrams that are beneficial
Quite
to understand the
understandable. Okay,
concepts.
this is how they have explained it.
Yeah.
Maybe this is something this.
And during our lecture sessions as well, sometimes professor used to tell us some of the proofs that we noted down sometimes in the slides, so we are referring to that as well. For example, one of the kernel proofs that were discussed, and there are different mathematical proofs.
Also, I believe there are some topics that was in the slide but not in the scripts.
Correct.
That's true.
So I think it's good to it's good for us to refer to the slides. We don't know what is good for what is the best approach. Like professor also used to say, or Billy, who is our supervisor, also said this, that there can be multiple approaches.
Multiple approaches.
Yeah.
As we haven't given the exam,
Yeah.
we would not say that okay, just follow the script or
Yeah,
follow the slides.
yeah.
We are doing so.
Yeah, and regarding like the slides and also some of the points that were discussed in the Q&A session, so we are, I think, discussing that as well, because some of the queries got clarified during Q&A session, and some of the points that we got to know that how we should approach certain questions, we are also looking into that. And one point here to mention is regarding the previous year questions.
That's
Now
true.
the point is, when we were giving VRS, one of the other 8th grade subject, in that we had the solution. Sometimes we have the previous year papers as well as the
As the
solutions,
solutions,
but here now in
We
ML
don't have
exam
the
we don't have the
solution.
solution, so it's like we have to solve or discuss on our own sometimes what is the solution ideal for this exam. So I
Correct.
think that is also one of the
That is
difference here.
also one of the I would say the challenges of ML, because for ML you don't have any defined answer.
Yeah.
So you are seeing the questions, for example, for 2023 to the backwards, and we are trying to find out the answers by our own.
Yeah.
So we are not sure if what we have find is actually the true
Correct
or
not.
But we just assume
We are
maybe this is
discussing.
this we are discussing.
Correct. So I think we have the previous year papers, and one more point that we noticed, I think, is that when we are seeing the paper, sometimes the paper is comparatively more theoretical, sometimes it's comparatively more mathematical. So in
Sometimes
VRS we used to
it's
sort.
mixed, yeah.
In VRS we used to sort certain questions. Okay, topic-wise question comes, and this is the order of the question.
whereas
Sometimes.
I used to say there are some predefined set
Template,
of concepts
kind
and
of.
templates.
Yeah.
There are some questions that actually repeats, and if you see, I would say last 10 years of VRS exam question, you will see that
You can
there are some
find little
patterns.
bit
Even though
pattern.
it's actually changing in every year, but the paper of this year is almost similar to the previous year.
Yeah.
There's no like sudden various changes.
Some of the questions varied,
Varied.
like in our time,
Some
but it's
questions
like you can get
obviously
an
vary,
idea.
but there are
Yeah.
some patterns.
Yeah.
But in ML, I guess there is not actually, we have 10 chapters, but there is no 10 question.
Yeah.
I believe
And
there are
questions also vary. Sometimes
Okay.
5, sometimes 7. It depends.
5, 7,
Yeah.
and the topic also varies. Sometimes
Yeah.
there are different topics come.
Sometimes from one topic there is a theoretical question, sometimes from that topic there is mathematical question. So it's a mixture of both. So even if we are referring to the slides, right, we are referring to the maths, we don't know how the paper is going to be. But what we are doing in a summarized way, I think is referring.
Referring the slides, reading through the scripts,
Yeah.
solving the exercise questions,
Yeah.
and as well we are actually looking to the previous year exam questions,
Yeah.
and I think that's it.
Correct. So I think this is what we are doing for our ML preparation. So let's see how it goes. But I think till now the material is well described, and also the Q&A session also helped us a little bit to understand the concepts. And I think it's good that we are trying to prepare for the exam, and I think let's see how it goes tomorrow. But I think we are good on it, right? Means we are trying to
Trying our
learn
best.
learn
We
some
can only
concepts.
try our best, and we are doing that.
Yeah, and let's see how the exam goes tomorrow. So I think you also got an idea regarding the preparation. As I said, this is our own personal experience regarding the preparation. But as we also said that there is no fixed way. I think so. Sometimes there is no fixed thing that okay, if you do this, then only this will work.
This will work. There is
Yeah.
it actually depends on person to person, because in ML I would say people from
Different
departments
backgrounds are
also
there.
actually works there.
Yeah.
So it happens that for some people theoretical question is more easy. For some people
Mathematical question is more easy. But you can one can try to understand the concept and work on it, and let's see how it goes. So thank you, Muntasir, for sharing all these insights, experience regarding our ML preparation. And I'll end this vlog now. Rest like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye, ciao ciao, namaste. Chalo, see you in new day, new vlog. Also, you can go to different playlists and watch videos according to your interest. You can go to RPTU Kaiser Lawton playlist. We have discussed several subjects, exam experience as well. So you can watch that as well whenever you get time. Bye bye. Tomorrow is our ML exam. So let's see how it goes, and we'll try to discuss our ML exam experience as well. So see you. Bye bye.